Hi, I'm Shana Lipner Grover from Sage Country Herbs, and I'm here with Mountain Rose Herbs looking at plants that you can easily grow in your garden, which gives you access to abundance. So let's check them out. What an incredibly beautiful and easily recognizable member of the Asteraceae family. So this is the sunflower family, but this is, oh man, doesn't really look like a sunflower very much at all. This is artichoke. The Latin name of artichoke is Cynara. And there's so many really cool things about it. Let's see, where to start? Well, the reason I wanted to show this plant is because lots of people grow artichokes in their garden. And this food is wonderful, right? You can scrape the bits off of what we call leaves, but they're not leaves. These are actually bracts, and they're really good when dipped in like lemon, garlic, and butter. Delicious. We can also dig in there and get the heart. I am in love with artichoke hearts. They are so good. And all of that is great for food. But one of the things that I notice is that the part of this plant that is medicinal is the most wasted part of the plant, and that is these large leaves. Artichoke leaf is a very wonderful remedy. It's a bitter and a general nourishing remedy for the liver. When things are bitter, the taste of bitter stimulates digestion, but a big part of it is stimulating the liver's production of bile. And when you have good quality bile, you're able to break down your fats more efficiently. We just talked about dipping this plant into garlic lemon butter. The garlic is actually really good for your liver. The butter is part of those fats. And so isn't it a fascinating thing that the very thing that we dip these little bracts in is providing some of those fats, that the bitterness of the leaves are actually helping us be able to break down and digest appropriately so that we can use those fats as the building blocks that they are. So artichoke leaf, I see this a lot where people will grow. I mean, look at the size of these, just so beautiful. And yet these leaves are rarely used. And look at the size of these leaves. I have taken one leaf and used it to make a quart of tincture. I mean, there's so much of it. There's so much abundance. And I really feel like so much of herbal medicine is recognizing what's abundant around you. There is so much abundance. But in the world of consumerism, we're often drawn to the thing that has value. Well, in my mind, the thing that has the most value is the thing that is so abundant you don't even realize that you have all of this abundance around you. And so how cool is that you could absolutely get food from this, but you could also recognize that the leaves, this isn't a really aggressive liver herb, but it's more of a nourishing liver herb and really good. Using the leaves, you can dry them and make tea out of them. Some people say the tea has a slight popcorny flavor, which is a wonderful thing when you're formulating a tea. And I love the idea of when we do gentle, nourishing work on our livers, we can have a really positive effect on digestion. We can have a positive effect, and actually there are clinical studies that show that artichoke leaf is helpful with reducing excessive LDL cholesterol in the bloodstream. A lot of that has to do with the fact that the liver makes LDL cholesterol for a good reason. Remember, LDL cholesterol is not unto itself bad. We need it. The problem is when we overproduce it. So when we use things like bitters, we're actually stimulating the production of bile. Well, what's bile made out of? Specialized cholesterol called bile salts. So in working with things like artichoke leaf, we can actually be having a direct effect on our liver health and our cardiovascular health. And just by enjoying the abundance that grows all around us in our backyards. What a perfect way to have a relationship with a plant.